Hey everyone, my name's Austin and I'm here to help you dig deeper and go further to better understand faith, film, and everything in between. If that's exciting to you and you're new here, subscribe to my channel for a new video every Friday. Welcome to the final entry in my series on why I love movies. In this video, we'll be talking about characters and some of the ones that have had the most impact on my own life. One of my favorite aspects of a great movie is a compelling and relatable character. We're going to start things off strong with John Wick because you can't get much more relatable than a man who takes revenge on people who killed his dog. John Wick is one of my favorite action franchises because we not only get top-notch action sequences, but a fascinating character to follow on their journey. One of the coolest aspects about this character is we know very little about his past. We really only know what we're told by those around him, and even that is sparse. And that's the main reason I wanted to include John Wick on this list, is because these movies prove that you don't need tons of background information to make a great character. Just give us enough to make them interesting, and let the story do the rest. Lord of the Rings Aragorn has had the biggest impact on my life of any character in any film. Since first watching The Lord of the Rings as a young teenager, I quickly fell in love with the character. Since then, and the countless times I've rewatched the movies, I have learned so much from him. His morals and beliefs on honor and respect, and his characteristics of bravery, a warrior's will, and a heart for the well-being of others has truly shaped my life. There are almost limitless qualities of Aragorn that I strive to apply to my own life. His desire to do good in all of his deeds, his willingness to sacrifice himself for the good of those closest to him, and his desire to lead in a way that will bring value to those around him. I could do a whole series on everything I love about Aragorn. Maybe someday I will. If you have not taken the time to study his character throughout the story of Lord of the Rings, I highly recommend you do so. It's powerful stuff. Spider-Man was my favorite superhero growing up. I watched the animated TV show growing up and had all kinds of action figures. But it wasn't until I saw the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies that I truly began to understand the character. Spider-Man was my first PG-13 movie, and I still remember being able to stay up late with my parents to watch it. I even had my favorite stuffed animals next to me so that they could watch it too. When Spider-Man 2 came out, my grandfather surprised me and took me to go see it, and for Spider-Man 3, I got to go for my birthday with some of my friends. I have loved the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man for a long time and still consider it to be the best interpretation of the character, simply because of the effect that it had on me growing up. Seeing an average guy like me gain super strength and superhuman abilities, and learn how to use them in a way that is not only cool, but helps others and makes him a better person. This has been inspiring to me as I have grown up and developed as my own person. Another superhero I have loved over the years is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. After getting into heroes like Spider-Man, my dad and I began going through the X-Men trilogy together. We watched them one by one whenever it was just the two of us at home together. And my favorite character of those movies was always Wolverine. I found the character so fascinating. Someone with such extraordinary abilities and self-healing and indestructible claws, but a mysterious past that we got to learn of along with the character as he discovers his own purpose and identity. Hugh Jackman has played the character in 8 films, and each one has explored him in a different way. It's rare to get to spend as much time as we do with a character like Wolverine over 16 years, and it's a powerful journey. Caesar from the Planet of the Apes trilogy. What can I say about him that I have not already said? He's one of my favorite characters of all time. When we first watched Rise of the Planet of the Apes, we weren't sure where they were going with this character, but it quickly became one of the most in-depth and compelling character studies that I've ever seen. It's almost mind-blowing how well we can relate to this character of Caesar. Andy Serkis gives the absolute performance of his career in these movies, especially the last one in my opinion. I am still salty to this day that he did not get Oscar recognition for this. When I think of the most compelling characters in all of cinema, Caesar will forever be on this list for me. Thank you so much for being a part of this series over the past few videos. I have absolutely loved getting to share about some of my favorite movies and why I love them in different forms and experiences. I hope it has given you some new perspective as well as you watch movies. I've got some exciting plans down the road for this channel I can't wait to share with you. And as always, if you're looking to dig deeper and go further to better understand faith, film, and everything in between, you are in the right place. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of the new videos, and I will see you in the next one.